Imagine a world shrouded in perpetual ice, where winds scream at 100 miles an hour and temperatures plummet to unimaginable depths. A place so remote, so unforgiving, that it was barely understood until now. Antarctica, a continent of extremes. Twice the size of Australia, it holds 60% of Earth's fresh water, locked away in a frozen embrace. But beneath this icy shell lies a world that defies comprehension. Hidden lakes, twice the depth of the Grand Canyon, teem with life forms unknown to the outside world. Ancient fossils whisper tales of a lush green past, a stark contrast to the frozen wasteland we see today. But Antarctica guards its secrets jealously. Explorers vanished into its icy maw, their fates a chilling reminder of nature's power. Legends speak of strange creatures, hidden bases, and mysteries that challenge the very limits of human understanding. Join us as we journey to the bottom of the world, to uncover the truth behind the legends and explore the wonders of a continent that continues to defy explanation. This is Antarctica, a land of mystery, a land of extremes, a land of secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Imagine it's the year 1840. You're a seasoned sea captain navigating the remote waters of the South Pacific. One morning, as the fog lifts, you behold an unimaginable sight, a colossal wall of ice, towering a mile high and stretching endlessly in both directions. You steer your ship to the right, hoping to find its end, but days turn into weeks, and the wall remains unbroken. No matter how far you sail, it seems infinite. Could this be the edge of the world? Is this where the maps end and the unknown begins? Of course, any knowledgeable sailor in 1840 knew the Earth wasn't flat. This massive barrier wasn't the edge of the world, but the icy frontier of Antarctica, a place so harsh and remote that it was barely understood. Yet, the sight of such an imposing natural wall must have stirred deep questions. What secrets does this frozen continent hold? What mysteries lie beneath its miles-thick ice, waiting to be discovered? Could there be life in such a desolate place? Antarctica is a land of extremes, a vast expanse often misrepresented on our maps. Far from being a mere sliver at the bottom, it's a continent twice the size of Australia, large enough to cover the United States, Mexico, and parts of Canada. Enveloped by an ice sheet averaging over a mile in thickness, it holds 60% of the Earth's fresh water, all locked away in ice. With winds that can roar at nearly 100 miles per hour and temperatures plunging to unimaginable lows, it's a place where survival is a constant struggle. Yet, it's also a place of unparalleled beauty and intrigue. But beneath this frozen surface lies a world that challenges our understanding. Did you know there are over 400 lakes hidden beneath the ice? Lake Vostok, for instance, is one of the largest lakes on the planet, concealed under 2 miles of ice. How does life persist in such extreme isolation? Could unknown creatures dwell in these depths, cut off from the rest of the world for millions of years? What adaptations have they made to survive in such darkness and cold? In the early 20th century, the lure of the unknown drew explorers into a perilous race to reach the South Pole. Figures like Robert Falcon Scott, Ernest Shackleton, and Roald Amundsen embarked on harrowing journeys, braving the unforgiving elements. Scott's expedition, driven by ambition and national pride, ended in tragedy. After reaching the pole, only to find Amundsen had beaten him by a month, Scott and his team perished on the return journey. Their story is a testament to both human determination and the merciless nature of Antarctica. What drove these men to risk everything? What did they hope to find at the heart of this icy wilderness? But amidst the tales of heroism and loss, there were astonishing discoveries. Fossils found by Scott's team suggested that Antarctica was once part of a lush supercontinent, Gondwana, a place teeming with life, a stark contrast to its current frozen state. Could this mean that ancient civilizations once inhabited this land? Might remnants of these societies be buried under the ice, waiting to be uncovered? What other secrets from Earth's distant past are locked away in Antarctica's icy depths? The mysteries deepen when you consider phenomena like bloodfalls in the McMurdo Dry Valleys, where a blood-red waterfall seeps from the Taylor Glacier. The eerie hue comes from iron-rich water oxidizing as it meets the air, but it raises questions. What other secrets might the glaciers conceal? In the depths of Deep Lake, microorganisms thrive in conditions colder and saltier than almost anywhere else on Earth. How do these extremophiles survive? Could studying them unlock answers about life in the most inhospitable environments, even beyond our planet? In 2017, scientists were baffled when a hole the size of Ireland appeared in the sea ice, a phenomenon not fully understood. Known as a polynya, this massive opening defied explanations. Was it a result of warmer ocean currents, shifting winds, or something yet undiscovered? And beneath the ice of Wilkes Land, a massive gravity anomaly hints at a crater twice the size of the one linked to the dinosaurs' extinction. What colossal event caused this, and how does it reshape our understanding of Earth's history? Could such an impact have altered the course of evolution? With such enigmas, it's no surprise that legends and conspiracy theories have flourished. Stories circulate of abandoned lifeboats found on remote islands, suggesting lost explorers or secret missions. Tales of colossal, shape-shifting octopuses lurking in Lake Vostok ignite the imagination. Some even whisper about hidden Nazi bases or ancient pyramids buried beneath the ice. Could there be any truth to these sensational claims? What fuels these stories, and why do they persist? Consider the story of Organism 46b, a supposed giant octopus with extraordinary abilities allegedly encountered by a Russian expedition. According to the tale, this creature could paralyze prey from a distance and mimic other shapes, a true monster of the deep. But when we delve deeper, the story unravels. It originates from a fictional account misrepresented as fact. In reality, while Lake Vostok does harbor life, it's microbial, organisms adapted to extreme conditions over eons. Yet, the idea of undiscovered creatures lurking beneath the ice continues to captivate us. What does this say about our fascination with the unknown? As for the rumors of Nazi fortresses and hidden pyramids, they too dissolve under scrutiny. Historical records confirm that while the Nazis did explore parts of Antarctica, they established whaling stations, not secret strongholds. The supposed pyramids are natural mountain peaks shaped by erosion and glacial activity. And the idea of ancient civilizations flourishing on a continent that's been ice-covered for 15 million years doesn't align with geological evidence. But perhaps these myths reflect a deeper human desire to find meaning and mystery in the unexplored corners of our world. Rising majestically from the rolling prairies and pine-clad hills of northeastern Wyoming, Devil's Tower commands both awe and curiosity. This colossal monolith, soaring 1,267 feet above the Belfourche River, is not just a geological marvel, but a nexus of mystery, legend, and scientific intrigue. Its sheer walls and unique formation have captivated the imaginations of explorers, scientists, and indigenous peoples alike. The first European documentation of Devil's Tower occurred during the late 19th century, notably by Colonel Richard Irving Dodge in 1875. Yet, long before its discovery, the tower held profound significance for Native American tribes such as the Lakota, Cheyenne, and Kiowa. They referred to it as Mato Tipila, or Bear Lodge, weaving it deeply into their cultural narratives. One Kiowa legend tells of 7 sisters chased by a giant bear. Seeking refuge, they prayed to the Great Spirit, who lifted the ground beneath them. The bear clawed fiercely at the rising column, leaving the deep vertical grooves that scar the tower's sides. As explorers ventured westward, they were astonished by this solitary giant. Standing at 867 feet from base to summit, its hexagonal columns and nearly vertical sides seemed otherworldly. Naturalist Henry Newton, part of the 1875 Black Hills expedition, remarked, "Its remarkable structure, its symmetry, and its imposing height make it an object of wonder to all who behold it." Questions abounded. How did such a unique formation arise? What processes could create such an imposing and isolated edifice? Adding to the enigma are mysterious findings around the tower, unusual rock fragments and artifacts that some claim do not match the local geology. Could these be remnants of an ancient civilization or evidence of phenomena yet to be understood? The tower's very existence challenges our perceptions of natural formations. Consider the intriguing comparison to Ireland's Giant's Causeway, where some 40,000 interlocking basalt columns form a natural pavement into the sea. Both sites feature strikingly geometric columns formed by volcanic activity, yet Devil's Tower stands alone, piercing the sky rather than stretching into the ocean. Nearby, the Black Hills offer further fascination with their rich mineral deposits and sacred sites. Just as Devil's Tower rises from the plains, Mount Rushmore emerges from the hillsides, carved by human hands into the granite face of the mountain. Could there be an underlying connection between these monumental features? Do they share a common thread woven deep within the Earth's crust? As we ponder these questions, we must ask ourselves, what secrets does Devil's Tower hold? Is it merely a natural wonder, or does it serve as a monument to forces and histories beyond our current understanding? Join us as we delve into the depths of this majestic monolith's past, exploring the legends, the science, and the mysteries that continue to captivate us. Modern geology provides a window into the likely formation of Devil's Tower. The predominant theory suggests it is a laccolith, magma that pushed up into sedimentary rock layers but cooled and solidified before erupting. Over millions of years, erosion wore away the softer surrounding rock, unveiling the harder igneous rock in the form of towering columns. This explanation, while satisfying in a scientific sense, does not diminish the tower's allure. Instead, it highlights the incredible natural processes that shape our world. Yet, not all are content with conventional explanations. Some propose thought-provoking theories that challenge mainstream geology. A popular conspiracy suggests that Devil's Tower is the petrified stump of a gigantic prehistoric tree. Proponents point to its tree-like shape and the columnar structures resembling wood grain. While this idea stretches the bounds of scientific credibility, given the absence of any biological material within the rock, it sparks the imagination and invites us to reconsider our understanding of Earth's history. Adding another layer to the tower's mystique are reports of unexplained phenomena. Over the years, locals and visitors have recounted sightings of strange lights and unexplained aircraft near the tower. These accounts have fueled theories that Devil's Tower may be a focal point for extraterrestrial activity. The site's prominence in popular culture, notably in Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters of the Third Kind, has cemented its association with otherworldly mysteries. Astrophysicist Carl Sagan once mused, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." His words resonate with those who look upon Devil's Tower and wonder about the possibilities beyond our current knowledge. Is it possible that this geological wonder serves as a beacon or meeting point for beings from other worlds? Comparisons to other sacred and mysterious sites further deepen the intrigue. For example, Uluru in Australia shares a similar solitary grandeur and spiritual significance. Both structures rise abruptly from flat landscapes. Both are central to indigenous mythologies, and both challenge visitors to contemplate forces greater than themselves. Ultimately, Devil's Tower stands as a convergence point of fact and folklore, science and spirituality. It reminds us that the world is full of wonders that defy simple explanations. Whether viewed as a natural skyscraper shaped by millennia of geological activity or as a mystical structure steeped in legend, it continues to inspire and mystify. Echoing the timeless wisdom of Albert Einstein, the most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Devil's Tower embodies this mystery, standing as a silent sentinel over the plains, inviting each generation to seek, to wonder, and to dream. Hidden deep within the remote mountainous wilderness of Montana lies a structure that defies conventional explanation. For centuries, it remained concealed beneath a dense canopy of fallen trees and thick foliage, virtually unknown to the world. This is the Sage Wall, a massive alignment of granite blocks stretching across the landscape in a perfectly straight line. But what secrets does it hold? Could this be the work of an ancient civilization, or is it a marvel of natural geological forces? As we approach the wall, questions multiply. The structure is composed of enormous granite blocks, some weighing up to 91 tons. They are intricately stacked and interlocked like pieces of a colossal puzzle, extending up to 275 feet in length and reaching heights of 25 feet above ground. Remarkably, studies suggest the wall continues another 15 feet below the surface. Granite doesn't typically split into consistent 90-degree angles and corners. So how did these stones come to be so precisely shaped and arranged? The landowners, Christopher Borton and Linda Welsh, were unaware of the wall's existence until they decided to clear a portion of their property. The discovery sparked curiosity and speculation. The wall's unique features, its straight lines, angular formations, and mysterious knobs on the stone surfaces, bear a striking resemblance to ancient megalithic sites found in Peru, Egypt, and other parts of the world. Could there be a connection? Is it possible that this wall was constructed by an advanced civilization lost to time? Independent researcher Michael Collins, host of the YouTube channel Wandering Wolf, documented the wall extensively. He was astonished to find numerous knobs on the stones, features commonly found on megalithic structures around the globe. But what purpose did these knobs serve? And why would they appear here? Collins also discovered large channels and additional walls made of tightly fitted stones, all aligned in exact straight lines. Some stones seemed artificially modified, with cuts and grooves reminiscent of ancient masonry techniques. Could this area have been a prehistoric complex, now collapsed and eroded? Above the Sage Wall, smooth, straight chutes flow down the mountainside, resembling polished concrete. Could these have been water channels engineered by ancient hands? Moreover, numerous stones in the area bear round cavities known as cup marks, among the oldest forms of rock art found worldwide. Their exact purpose remains a mystery, but their presence here adds another layer to the enigma. As interest in the site grew, the landowners organized a team of scientists, geologists, and archaeologists to study it using ground-penetrating radar and magnetic susceptibility testing. They discovered that the granite blocks exhibit an unusual level of magnetism, with magnets sticking to the vertical walls, an uncommon trait for granite. Additionally, radar revealed a perfectly flat foundation beneath the wall, suggesting deliberate construction. Could these findings indicate that the wall was engineered by humans with advanced knowledge? The site also caught the attention of Dr. Samiros Managic, known for his work on the Bosnian Pyramid. After visiting the Sage Wall, he concluded that the site is most likely man-made. He noted that the wall is perfectly oriented to face the winter solstice, a characteristic shared by many ancient megalithic sites. Could this alignment indicate a sophisticated understanding of astronomy by its builders? Dr. Osmanagic suggested that the wall might date back to before the end of the last ice age, over 11,700 years ago. If so, whoever built it must have possessed advanced technology now lost to history. The wall's strategic location adds intrigue. It's situated along ancient migration routes between Asia and North America, precisely between the Cordilleran and Laurentide ice sheets that once covered the continent. The area is rich in mineral deposits, including the largest quartz crystal found in Montana. Was the Sage Wall an essential prehistoric site for early human occupation and activity? Yet, if the wall is part of a massive prehistoric megastructure, wouldn't we find more megalithic sites nearby? Indeed, other intriguing formations like the Tyza dolmen have been discovered in the vicinity. This structure resembles dolmens found in Europe and Asia, large stones arranged in a table-like formation. The Tyza dolmen features a massive horizontal capstone resting on vertical stones, creating a small chamber beneath. Could this be further evidence of an ancient civilization in North America? Dr. Osmanagic observed that at the Tyza dolmen, stones break vertically, which is uncommon in natural formations. He suggested that the stones were originally formed horizontally and later reoriented to create the structure. The precise placement of the capstone seems unlikely to be a product of natural forces. Michael Collins noted similarities between the Sage Wall and the Tyza dolmen, including knobs, holes, and strange linear marks on the stones. Could these features indicate man-made design? Skeptics offer alternative explanations. Author and explorer Timothy Alberino conducted an in-depth analysis of the Sage Wall and argued that it is a natural formation resulting from volcanic and tectonic activities. He pointed out that the fissures in the wall start from the base and extend to the top, following natural paths. Moreover, there's a notable absence of cultural artifacts, no tools, pottery, or signs of human habitation that would typically accompany an ancient man-made structure. Geologist Dr. Stuart Parker supports the natural formation theory. He explained that the knobs could result from differential erosion, where softer rock erodes faster than harder sections, leaving protrusions behind. The crevices and fissures, he noted, are consistent with natural geological processes. If the wall is indeed natural, how do we explain its uncanny resemblance to man-made structures elsewhere? The debate continues, with passionate arguments on both sides. Is the Sage Wall a relic of an advanced, forgotten civilization, or a remarkable natural formation that tricks the eye? Perhaps both nature and ancient human ingenuity played roles in its formation. The wall challenges our understanding of history and geology, inviting us to explore possibilities beyond conventional explanations. Nestled high in the heart of the sacred valley of the Incas, near Cusco, Peru, lies a fortress that has puzzled historians, archaeologists, and explorers for centuries: Olantambo. This ancient site is more than just a ruin. It's a testament to an engineering prowess that seems almost impossible for its time. As the morning sun casts its golden hues over the towering stone terraces and colossal monoliths, one can't help but wonder, how did the ancient builders achieve such architectural perfection without modern tools? What secrets are locked within these stones that have stood silent for over half a millennium? The story of Ollantaytambo begins long before the Spanish conquest of the Americas. Though the town itself was established by Emperor Pachacuti in the 15th century, evidence suggests that the area was inhabited much earlier. When Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 1530s, they were awestruck by the grandeur of the Inca constructions. Chronicler Pedro Sancho de la Hoz wrote, "No human force unaided by machines of great power could have moved such enormous masses." One of the most astounding features of Ollantaytambo is the Temple of the Sun. Perched atop a steep hill, it is composed of massive stone blocks, some weighing up to 140 tons. These stones were quarried from a mountainside over 6 kilometers away, across the Urubamba River and a deep valley. The logistics of moving these megaliths baffle modern engineers. The stones are so precisely cut and fitted that even a razor blade cannot slip between them. How was this level of precision achieved with the technology available at the time? Adding to the mystery are the enigmatic carvings and symbols etched into the stones. Some researchers believe that Ollantaytambo was more than a fortress. It was a cosmic observatory, a place where the heavens met the earth. The site's alignment with celestial bodies suggests a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Could the Incas have possessed knowledge far beyond what we give them credit for? Theories abound about how Olantambo was constructed. Some suggest that the Incas employed a technique of stone softening, using plant extracts to render the hard granite malleable. This would explain the seamless joints and the flowing shapes of some stones. However, this theory lacks concrete evidence and remains in the realm of speculation. A fascinating comparison can be made with the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Both structures involve massive stone blocks, precise construction, and astronomical alignments. Yet, they were built by civilizations that had no contact with each other. This parallel raises thought-provoking questions about the capabilities of ancient societies and whether there is a common thread in human ingenuity. Nearby discoveries further enhance our understanding of the Inca civilization. The agricultural terraces of Moray reveal a sophisticated knowledge of agronomy and microclimates. These concentric terraces simulate different environmental conditions, allowing the Incas to experiment with crop cultivation. The salt mines of Maras, a network of thousands of salt evaporation ponds, showcase advanced techniques in resource management. These sites, along with Olantambo, paint a picture of a society that was highly advanced, innovative, and in harmony with nature. First-hand accounts from local inhabitants provide invaluable insights. Maria Quispe, a Quechua elder from the region, shares stories passed down through generations. Our ancestors listened to the mountains and the stars. They knew secrets that the modern world has forgotten. The stones speak, and we must learn to hear them again. Her words echo a deep connection between the people and the land, suggesting that the construction of Olantambo was as much a spiritual endeavor as it was an architectural one. Another conspiracy theory suggests that Olantambo was built by a lost civilization predating the Incas, possibly the megalithic builders known as the Pirujas. Advocates of this theory argue that the Incas merely inherited and expanded upon existing structures. They point to differences in construction techniques and the weathering of certain stones as evidence. Could there have been an ancient civilization with technology surpassing that of the Incas, now lost to history? From a rational standpoint, most archaeologists agree that the Incas built Olantambo using ingenious methods and sheer human effort. They likely employed a combination of rope, lever, and ramp systems to move the stones. Studies have shown that with sufficient manpower, potentially thousands of workers, and knowledge of simple machines, it's feasible to transport and position massive stones. The precise stonework could be the result of patient craftsmanship, using stone hammers and abrasives to achieve smooth surfaces and tight joints. Geologically, the region provides clues to the construction techniques. The presence of natural ramps and the discovery of unfinished stones along the route from the quarry suggest a step-by-step process. The Incas' deep understanding of their environment enabled them to exploit natural features to their advantage. An interesting fact is that the name Olantambo itself carries meaning. Derived from Ollantay, a warrior in an Incan legend, and Tambo, meaning resting place or inn, it reflects the site's historical significance as both a military stronghold and a hub of activity. As we delve into the mysteries of Olantambo, we're reminded of the words of philosopher Arthur C. Clarke. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Perhaps what seems impossible to us was entirely within the realm of possibility for the Incas, guided by their unique knowledge and worldview. What if the largest city of the ancient world lay hidden beneath the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, its colossal structures and intricate artistry forgotten by time? Deep in Cambodia, the magnificent Angkor Wat stands not just as a temple, but as a gateway to a civilization shrouded in mystery and grandeur. In 1860, French explorer Henri Mouhot ventured into the uncharted forests of Cambodia. Amidst the towering trees and tangled vines, he stumbled upon something extraordinary, a sprawling temple complex with soaring spires and exquisite carvings. Astonished, he wrote, "One of these temples, a rival to that of Solomon and erected by some ancient Michelangelo, might take an honorable place beside our most beautiful buildings." His discovery of Angkor Wat unveiled to the Western world a civilization whose achievements rivaled the greatest empires known. Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument on Earth, covering over 162 hectares. Built in the early 12th century by King Suryavarman II, it was dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu before transforming into a Buddhist temple. The temple's 5 central towers symbolize the peaks of Mount Meru, the sacred mountain at the center of the Hindu universe. Its walls are adorned with over 2,000 intricately carved apsaras, celestial dancers, each one unique, capturing moments of divine grace and beauty. But Angkor Wat is just the beginning. Nearby lies Angkor Thom, the last capital of the Khmer Empire, established by King Jayavarman VII. At its heart stands the enigmatic Bayon Temple, famous for its massive stone faces gazing serenely in all directions. Taproam, another jewel of this ancient city, is entangled in the roots of giant silk cotton trees, a haunting reminder of nature's reclaim over man-made marvels. Further afield, Banteay Srey, built of red sandstone, showcases some of the finest carvings in Khmer art, so delicate they've been called a precious gem. For centuries, the true scale of this civilization remained hidden, but recent advances have peeled back the layers of time. Using LiDAR technology, light detection and ranging, scientists have mapped the landscape beneath the jungle canopy. This revolutionary technology can penetrate dense vegetation, revealing the contours of the ground below. What they've found is astounding. Angkor was not just a collection of temples, but part of a vast urban complex, possibly the largest pre-industrial city in the world, supporting up to 1 million inhabitants. This brings us to a fascinating theory: Angkor as a hydraulic city. Scholars propose that the Khmer Empire's success was due in large part to its sophisticated water management system. Massive reservoirs called barays, some measuring 8 kilometers long and holding up to 50 million cubic meters of water, collected and distributed water through an intricate network of canals, moats, and spillways. This system wasn't merely for irrigation. It regulated floods, supported multiple rice harvests annually, and was integral to urban planning and religious symbolism. Imagine the ingenuity required to build such a system without modern machinery. The Khmer engineers demonstrated a deep understanding of hydrology and engineering. The West Baray and East Baray were marvels of their time, enabling the cultivation of multiple rice crops per year and supporting a thriving population. The canals connected temples, residential areas, and farmlands, reflecting a city meticulously planned with both practicality and spirituality in mind. But how were the colossal stones of Angkor Wat transported and assembled? The primary material was sandstone from the Kulin Hills, located about 40 kilometers away. Over 5 million tons of stone were quarried, a monumental task. The Khmer devised an ingenious solution. They utilized the waterways. During the rainy season, when water levels were high, stones were loaded onto rafts made from buoyant bamboo and logs. These rafts floated down the Siem Reap River and through a network of canals directly to the construction site. The artistry didn't stop with construction. The temple walls are alive with bas-reliefs depicting mythological scenes, battles, and daily life. Nearly 1,000 square meters of these carvings tell stories from the Ramayana and Mahabharata, bringing to life gods, demons, and heroes. Each apsara carving is unique, showcasing the high level of artistic expression and attention to detail that defined Khmer craftsmanship. Yet, despite all this sophistication, the Khmer Empire eventually declined. Environmental changes offer some clues. Studies suggest that prolonged droughts followed by intense monsoons in the 14th and 15th centuries may have overwhelmed the hydraulic system. The very infrastructure that supported their rise could not adapt to drastic climate variability, leading to agricultural failure and weakening the empire's stability. The use of LiDAR has not only revolutionized our understanding of Angkor, but has also transformed archaeology globally. Similar technology has uncovered hidden Mayan cities in Guatemala and unknown structures around Stonehenge in the United Kingdom. By revealing what was once invisible, LiDAR allows us to rediscover lost chapters of human history. UNESCO has called Angkor one of the most important archaeological sites in Southeast Asia. It's more than ruins. It's a living chronicle of a civilization's zenith, ingenuity, and complex relationship with the environment. As we delve deeper, we uncover lessons about sustainability, innovation, and the impermanence of even the greatest human achievements. So, what if the true legacy of Angkor Wat isn't just in its stones and carvings, but in the questions it raises about our own civilization? In understanding how the Khmer Empire harnessed nature, celebrated art, and built monuments that touch the sky, we might find insights into how we shape our world today. The secrets of Angkor Wat continue to be unearthed, each discovery peeling back another layer of this enigmatic empire. It's a reminder that history is not just a record of the past, but a mirror reflecting timeless aspects of the human spirit, the drive to create, to explore, and to leave a lasting mark on the world. Hidden deep within the remote highlands of Peru's Sacred Valley, far from the bustling trails of Machu Picchu, lies a mysterious site shrouded in silence and stone. Halfway up a steep ravine, an inverted V-shaped entrance beckons the intrepid traveler. This is Nyahuaca, an ancient place whose origins and purpose challenge our understanding of the civilizations that once thrived here. As you approach, the meticulous craftsmanship becomes evident. The entrance, carved directly into the mountainside, invites you into a realm of enigmas. Yet, stepping closer, anticipation turns to intrigue. The passage is blocked by rubble and stones, reinforced with a stone wall. What secrets lie beyond this sealed gateway? Was it intentionally obstructed to protect something sacred or to conceal a powerful force? The answers remain elusive. Adjacent to the blocked entrance stands a remarkable feature: a false door seamlessly integrated into the rock wall. Carved from hard andesite stone, a material with a hardness rivaling granite, the precision of this door is astonishing. The sharp angles, smooth surfaces, and absence of tool marks defy conventional explanations. How could ancient artisans, without modern technology, achieve such laser-like precision in a stone so resistant to shaping? Some researchers have sought to unravel this mystery. Using advanced equipment, they examined the stone's surface and were astonished to find layers resembling melted andesite, transformed into a glassy, obsidian-like finish. Melting andesite requires temperatures exceeding 1,200 degrees Celsius, far beyond the capabilities of traditional methods like wood or coal fires. Could this indicate the use of an advanced, perhaps unknown, technology? The cave's ceiling adds another layer of intrigue. It appears effortlessly sliced, forming two precise angles, 60 degrees and 52 degrees. These specific measurements are not arbitrary. They match the slope angles of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Such a correlation suggests a shared knowledge or intentional replication of mathematical principles across distant cultures. Delving deeper, the chamber's dimensions reveal purposeful design. The length-to-height ratio forms a perfect musical fifth in the second octave, while the alcove's ratio produces a minor third. These ratios are musically significant and reflect a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and harmony. Intriguingly, they mirror astronomical cycles, such as Earth's axial rotation and equatorial tilt. A 5:6 ratio echoed in other ancient structures like Egypt's bent pyramid. why would such precise mathematical and astronomical knowledge be embedded in this remote site? What was the true purpose behind carving a door that leads nowhere within a cave high on a ravine wall? In the ancient Quechua language, Ñaupa means ancient or old, and Huaca refers to something sacred, a place where the divine intersects with the earthly realm. Thus, Ñaupa Huaca translates to ancient sacred place. This name hints at a spiritual significance, suggesting the site was more than a physical construct. Perhaps it was a portal between worlds. Today, many believe these false doors serve as metaphysical gateways, enabling consciousness to bridge different realms. The site has become a destination for those seeking spiritual enlightenment, healing, and a connection to ancient energies. Visitors often describe it as an energy vortex, a place where Earth's energies are particularly potent. Some report intense sensations, profound meditative experiences, and even encounters with higher intelligences. Is it possible that the builders of Ñaupa Huaca designed it as a conduit for spiritual or cosmic communication? The site's precise construction, alignment with astronomical phenomena, and enduring allure suggest a purpose that transcends the ordinary. To further understand Ñaupa Huaca, we must look beyond its immediate surroundings. The site's remarkable stonework and enigmatic features bear striking similarities to other ancient locations, Olantambo, Pumapunku, and even sites in Egypt and Mesopotamia. These places share more than architectural prowess. They are linked by legends of a traveling builder god known in Andean mythology as Viracocha. According to these legends, Viracocha and the Shining Ones appeared after a great flood thousands of years ago, aiding in humanity's reconstruction. Similar stories of enlightened beings imparting knowledge exist across various cultures. The recurrence of false doors in these regions suggests a shared symbolism, or perhaps a universal language of sacred architecture. Back at Ñaupa Huaca, the most astonishing feature awaits: the so-called altar. Carved from bluestone, a material unique in the region, it stands out against the surrounding sandstone. Bluestone is not only visually distinct, but also possesses exceptional properties. It contains crystals with piezoelectric qualities, generating electrical charges under mechanical stress. Additionally, the stone exhibits natural magnetism. The altar's surfaces are incredibly flat, with sharp, clean angles that seem mathematically perfect. The right-angled niches and edges suggest advanced stoneworking techniques not commonly associated with the Inca or pre-Inca cultures, which typically used bronze or stone tools. The precision here rivals modern capabilities, challenging our perceptions of ancient technological skills. However, the altar bears scars of destruction. A large hole disrupts its symmetry, evidence of deliberate damage. Historical accounts indicate that during the Spanish conquest, many indigenous sites were defaced or destroyed in efforts to suppress local beliefs and assert dominance. While the exact method of damage remains uncertain, the impact on the altar is undeniable. Examining the damaged area reveals intriguing details. The hole displays spiral grooves, reminiscent of marks left by rotary drilling, a technique seemingly out of place in the context of known historical technologies. Could this suggest the use of advanced tools, or is there another explanation yet to be uncovered? The altar's significance extends to the heavens. Its chambers align with celestial events, the rising of Sirius, the winter solstice, and prominent constellations. Such precise orientation indicates a deep understanding of astronomy and reinforces the idea that Ñaupa Huaca was designed with cosmic connections in mind. Despite extensive study, the true builders of Ñaupa Huaca remain unidentified. While mainstream historians often attribute the site to the Inca civilization, notable differences in construction techniques suggest a more complex history. The Inca were masterful architects, but their methods involved rough, mortarless stonework and adobe bricks, not the precise megalithic carvings evident here. Could Nyahuaca be the legacy of a civilization far older and more advanced than previously recognized? A culture with profound knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering? Or does it represent a convergence of spiritual and scientific understanding that challenges our conventional narratives? As we stand before the enigmatic structures of Nyahuaca, we are compelled to ponder these questions. What inspired such precise engineering in such a remote location? Was it a physical portal, a spiritual gateway, or a monument honoring celestial beings? How did its creators achieve feats that would be challenging even today? The mysteries of Nyahuaca invite us to explore beyond the boundaries of established history. They urge us to consider the vast tapestry of human experience and the possibility that our ancestors possessed wisdom and capabilities we have yet to fully comprehend. What do you believe? Is Nyahuaca a testament to lost technologies, a sacred site of profound significance, or perhaps a fusion of both? The answers may lie hidden within the stones, waiting for those who dare to seek them. If you liked today's video, then you will like our next video on the Bada Valley megaliths found in Indonesia. Mist hangs heavy over the lush green slopes of the Kimonawa Ranges in New Zealand, a land of untouched beauty steeped in Maori legend. But what if the story of this land is far older than we ever imagined? New Zealand, a place we think we know. The last major landmass to be settled by humans, right? The Maori, arriving just 900 years ago. But what if that's not the whole story? What if, hidden beneath the ferns and the ancient forests, lies a secret that could shatter our understanding of history? Deep in the heart of these mountains, there's a place that whispers of a forgotten past. A structure that could rewrite the history books. This is the Kimonawa Wall. It's a colossal formation of stones, rising out of the earth like the bones of some prehistoric beast. At first glance, it might seem like just another rocky outcrop. But look closer. These aren't just random boulders, tumbled together by the forces of nature. These stones, some weighing several tons, have been cut and fitted together with an accuracy that defies explanation. Imagine the effort involved. Imagine the tools, the skills, the sheer manpower needed to construct such a thing. And consider this, geologists have dated these stones to 330,000 years old, long before any known human presence in New Zealand. So, who put them here, and why? In 1996, archaeologist Barry Brailsford investigated the site. He was baffled. The stones were aligned perfectly with true north. A coincidence, or something more? Many ancient structures around the world, like the pyramids of Egypt and Stonehenge, share this precise alignment. Was this wall part of some ancient global network, a testament to a civilization with knowledge far beyond what we give them credit for? Brailsford was convinced this was no natural formation. He believed the stones were cut with precision tools and stacked intentionally. But by whom? Brian Forster, a researcher of ancient megalithic sites, was also drawn to the mystery of the Kimonawa Wall. What's incredible is that this is the only stone outcrop for miles around, and the flat surfaces, the precision, it reminds me of the megalithic work you see in Cusco, Peru. Cusco, home to some of the most impressive ancient structures on Earth. Could there be a connection? The similarities are striking. But how could ancient people, separated by vast oceans, develop such similar building techniques? Were they sharing knowledge across impossible distances? Or could there be a common source, a lost civilization that spread its influence across the globe, leaving behind these enigmatic structures as a testament to its power? Look at these recesses cut into the lower blocks to allow them to slide under the stones above. This is advanced engineering, even by today's standards. And there's more. Ground-penetrating radar has revealed that the wall continues beneath the surface, extending deep into the earth. Could this be just the tip of the iceberg? Is there a vast, hidden complex beneath our feet, waiting to be uncovered? A lost city, perhaps? or a temple dedicated to forgotten gods. But the Kimonawa Wall isn't an isolated incident. Across New Zealand, other strange discoveries are coming to light, whispering hints of an ancient civilization lost to time. On a windswept hilltop in Silverdale, a collection of massive boulders sits in silent defiance of geological logic. These boulders, unearthed in 1972, shouldn't be here. They belong in the ocean, not on a clay hilltop. Someone brought them here, thousands of years ago. And these aren't just any boulders. They've been carved with intricate patterns and bowls, similar to ancient altars found in Ireland. What rituals were performed here? What secrets do these stones hold? Are they markers for some celestial event, or a gateway to another realm? Deep in the Kangaroa forest, another enigma awaits. A canvas of ancient rock, etched with stories that seem to predate any known culture. These carvings, known as the Kangaroa rock carvings, depict figures and symbols unlike anything seen in Maori art. Could they be the work of an unknown, ancient civilization? A civilization that walked this land long before the Maori arrived? And if so, what happened to them? Where did they go? Did they vanish without a trace? Or are their descendants still among us, their heritage hidden in plain sight? In the Waipua forest, the ruins of an ancient stone city lie hidden. Walls, foundations, even the remains of beehive-shaped houses, a style found in ancient Britain and Europe. But these ruins are off-limits. The New Zealand government has sealed off the area, citing cultural sensitivity. What are they hiding? Why are they so determined to keep this place a secret? Are they afraid of what we might find? Afraid of the questions it might raise about our past, about our origins, about the very foundations of our understanding of the world? Across New Zealand, similar sites are being ignored, dismissed, even destroyed. Evidence that could challenge the accepted history of this land. Is this a deliberate attempt to suppress the truth, or simply a misguided effort to protect a fragile cultural heritage? The Maori, the indigenous people of New Zealand, have their own rich and complex history, deeply intertwined with the land. But what if their story is just one chapter in a much longer saga? What if the Maori, like all of us, are inheritors of a legacy that stretches back tens of thousands of years to a time when the world was a very different place? A time when civilizations rose and fell, leaving behind only whispers of their existence, encoded in stone and legend. The Kimonawa Wall, the Silverdale boulders, the Kangaroa carvings, the Waipua ruins, are these just isolated anomalies, or are they pieces of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that could reshape our understanding of human history? Are we ready to face the possibility that our past is far more mysterious, far more wondrous than we ever dared to imagine? In the heart of Maharashtra, India, embraced by the silent whispers of time, stands a marvel that transcends human imagination. A temple not built stone by stone, but hewn entirely from a single, colossal rock face. This is the Kyasa Temple of Ellora, the world's largest monolithic structure, a breathtaking testament to an ancient civilization whose secrets have been buried in the annals of history. Envision approaching an unassuming mountainside, only to witness an entire temple complex emerging from its depths, a sanctuary intricately adorned with sculptures, towering pillars, and elaborate reliefs. Unlike conventional constructions, the artisans of Kyasa Temple subtracted material rather than adding it. Carving downward from the mountain's peak, they painstakingly removed over 400,000 tons of solid rock to reveal this unparalleled masterpiece dedicated to Lord Shiva. But how did craftsmen over a millennium ago achieve such an extraordinary feat without modern technology? Excavating from the top down required unparalleled precision and foresight. Every chisel strike had to be perfect. A single error could compromise the entire structure. Yet the temple stands today, symmetrical and ornate, as if shaped by celestial hands. The sheer volume of rock removed is staggering. To complete this monumental task within the historically suggested timeframe of 18 years, workers would have needed to extract about 5 tons of rock every hour during 12-hour workdays. Such efficiency rivals modern engineering capabilities, raising profound questions. Did these ancient builders possess advanced tools or techniques now lost to history? Delving deeper, the mysteries multiply. Remarkably, none of the excavated rock has been found near the site. Where did 400,000 tons of stone disappear to? The absence of debris suggests methods of material removal and transport that we cannot fully comprehend. Moreover, the temple's design includes features visible only from the air. Elaborate arrangements, like the Maha Mantapa roof adorned with 4 lion sculptures forming an exact X shape, have led some to speculate about their purpose. Could these have been intended as signals for celestial beings or ancient flying machines described in Hindu scriptures, known as vimanas? Legends surrounding the temple deepen its mystique. One tale recounts a devout king whose queen lay gravely ill. He vowed to construct the grandest temple in honor of Lord Shiva if she recovered. Miraculously, she did, and the king, bound by his promise, commenced the temple's creation. According to legend, divine intervention allowed the temple to be completed in just a week, a feat that seems impossible even today. Whether myth or metaphor, this story hints at a profound connection between faith and monumental achievement. But the marvels of Kyasa Temple are not confined to its scale and legends. Its sophisticated drainage system, still functional after 1,000 years, showcases an advanced understanding of hydraulics. Intricately carved channels manage the region's heavy monsoon rains, protecting the temple from water damage. This system was meticulously planned and integrated from the outset, reflecting remarkable engineering foresight. Equally astounding are the temple's acoustic properties. Within its vast halls, sounds resonate with harmonious clarity. Chants and musical notes amplify and echo in ways that suggest intentional design for acoustic excellence. The placement of pillars, the curvature of ceilings, and the dimensions of rooms appear crafted to enhance sound, a feature aligning with ancient traditions, using sound for spiritual elevation and healing. Venturing further into Kyasa Temple, we encounter features that challenge our understanding of ancient craftsmanship. Smooth holes and niches carved into the rock suggest advanced stoneworking techniques. Some theorists propose the builders may have possessed methods to soften or even liquefy stone, allowing them to shape it with extraordinary precision. These ideas push the boundaries of conventional archaeology, inviting us to reconsider what's possible. Beneath the temple lies a labyrinth of underground passages and chambers. It's believed these tunnels form an extensive network, possibly connecting to other parts of the Ellora complex or serving as conduits for secret rituals, storage, or repositories of ancient knowledge now lost. The true purpose of these subterranean pathways remains a mystery, shrouded in silence and darkness. The temple's resilience adds another layer to its legend. In the 17th century, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb attempted to destroy Kyasa Temple. He deployed 1,000 men over 3 years, yet their efforts resulted in only superficial damage. The structure remained steadfast, almost as if protected by the deities it honors. This echoes historical attempts elsewhere to dismantle ancient monuments, highlighting the extraordinary durability and sophistication of these constructions. Reflecting on Kyasa Temple's marvels, the architectural genius, the engineering sophistication, the artistic mastery, we are compelled to re-evaluate our perceptions of ancient societies. How could a civilization over 1,000 years ago achieve such complexity without modern machinery? Were they privy to knowledge and technologies that have since vanished? Some propose the temple's acoustic features served more than aesthetic purposes. They may have been used for healing. Ancient traditions associate sound with therapeutic properties, believing certain frequencies promote physical and spiritual well-being. Could Kyasa Temple have been a center for sound healing, harnessing vibrations to elevate consciousness? As we ponder these possibilities, unanswered questions beckon us deeper into the mystery. The absence of detailed records leaves us piecing together clues from architecture, legends, and the stones themselves. Each carving, each passage, whispers secrets of a time when art, spirituality, and science were profoundly intertwined. Imagine standing before a colossal cliff face, the entrance to a world carved by hands long since turned to dust. Who were the ancient people capable of transforming solid rock into sprawling underground cities and monumental tombs? What secrets did they bury within these mysterious caves that continue to captivate our imaginations today? Deep in the desert of southern Jordan lies Petra, a city carved entirely from rose-red sandstone cliffs. As you journey through the Sikh, a narrow gorge flanked by walls reaching up to 80 meters high, anticipation builds with every step. Suddenly, the passage opens to reveal Al-Khazneh, the treasury, a magnificent facade standing 40 meters tall and 28 meters wide, intricately carved over 2,000 years ago. How did the Nabateans, with their limited technology, achieve such precision and grandeur? Could there be more to this ancient city than meets the eye? But the wonders of Petra extend beyond its stunning exteriors. Beneath the city lies an ingenious network of water channels, cisterns, and pipelines. In a harsh desert climate with minimal rainfall, the Nabateans engineered a system that captured and stored water, transforming Petra into a thriving oasis capable of supporting up to 30,000 people. Recent discoveries have unveiled complex hydraulic engineering rivaling modern systems. Could their mastery of subterranean engineering be the true secret to their success? Halfway across the world, hidden beneath the forests of Japan, lies another enigma. In 1919, workers stumbled upon the Oya Stone Quarry, a vast underground complex stretching over 20,000 square meters. Walking through its colossal chambers, with ceilings soaring up to 30 meters high, one can't help but feel dwarfed by the sheer scale. The walls are remarkably smooth, the angles precise. How did ancient workers, supposedly using only primitive tools, create such a monumental subterranean space? Are there lost techniques or forgotten knowledge that enabled them to achieve such feats? Not far from Oya, the Miadani quarry presents an even greater mystery. Gigantic stone blocks, some weighing over 500 tons, lie abandoned as if the workers vanished without a trace. Modern machinery would struggle to move such weights. What methods did the ancients plan to use to transport these megaliths? Some speculate about lost technologies or even extraterrestrial assistance. Is it possible that these underground endeavors hint at a forgotten era of advanced engineering? Turning our gaze to the rugged landscapes of southwestern Turkey, we find Lycia, a land where the living and the dead shared the same cliffs. In 1838, British archaeologist Sir Charles Fellows uncovered cities long abandoned, their tombs carved high into the rock faces. The Lycian tombs of Myra mimic wooden architecture, adorned with intricate reliefs depicting heroes, gods, and scenes of daily life. The grandest of them all, the Nereid monument at Xanthos, rises nearly 12 meters high, resembling an Ionic temple. What compelled the Lycians to carve their legacies into the cliffs, creating cities of the dead more splendid than those of the living? The common thread weaving through these mysteries is humanity's relentless pursuit to conquer the underground, to carve sanctuaries, tombs, and entire cities from the very earth itself. But why did these ancient civilizations choose to delve deep rather than build upwards? Was it for protection, reverence, or a deeper connection to the divine? Could there be a universal impulse driving these cultures to transform the subterranean world? In Petra, recent discoveries suggest that the city's layout and structures may align with celestial events, hinting at a profound astronomical knowledge. On specific days, sunlight penetrates deep into certain chambers, suggesting intentional design to capture these moments. Could the Nabateans have designed their subterranean city to mirror the heavens, integrating cosmic significance into their engineering marvels? At the Oya and Miadani quarries, mysterious markings on the walls, symbols and patterns have led some to believe these sites had purposes beyond mere resource extraction. Some believe they align with celestial bodies, suggesting astronomical significance or spiritual rituals. Are these quarries evidence of a civilization with knowledge surpassing what we attribute to that era? Could there have been a lost civilization in Japan that shared knowledge across continents? In Lycia, the cliffside tombs reflect a deep connection to the afterlife. The Lycians used iron and bronze tools to carve intricate monuments directly into the rock, showcasing advanced artistry and engineering. Their society blended indigenous traditions with influences from neighboring cultures, yet their reasons for such monumental subterranean endeavors remain enigmatic. Did they believe that carving into the rock brought them closer to their gods, or was it a way to eternalize their presence on Earth? Could their tombs have been designed to connect the earthly realm with the celestial? While mainstream scholars attribute these feats to human ingenuity, manpower and simple tools, the mysteries persist. How did disparate civilizations, separated by vast distances and lacking apparent communication, develop such similar architectural wonders underground? Is there a universal human impulse driving them to sculpt the subterranean world, or are we missing pieces of a larger puzzle? As we piece together clues from Petra, Oya, Miadani and Lycia, we begin to see a tapestry of human endeavor that transcends time and geography. These ancient caves are not just architectural feats, they are testaments to the ingenuity, beliefs, and aspirations of the people who built them. They challenge us to reconsider our understanding of human history and the capabilities of our ancestors. In the heart of the Andes Mountains, cloaked in the veils of history and myth, stands a fortress that defies explanation. Welcome to Sacsayhuaman, an ancient stronghold perched high above the former Inca capital of Cusco. This monumental structure challenges everything we know about the capabilities of early civilizations. Imagine colossal stones, some weighing over 200 tons, intricately carved and fitted together without a single drop of mortar. The precision is astounding. Not even a blade of grass can slip between the stones. Modern machinery would struggle to lift these boulders, yet they were maneuvered into place by a civilization that, according to mainstream history, lacked the wheel, iron tools, and even a written language. How did they accomplish such a feat? As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Sacsayhuaman, we find ourselves questioning everything we thought we knew about the Inca and their predecessors. The fortress not only showcases advanced engineering, but also embodies a profound understanding of astronomy and cosmology. The zigzagging walls are believed to represent the teeth of a puma, a sacred animal in Inca mythology, aligning the structure with symbolic and celestial elements. Beneath the surface, legends whisper of a time before the Inca, when a lost civilization possessed knowledge and technologies now forgotten. Central to these tales is Viracocha, a deity revered as the creator of all things. According to lore, Viracocha and his companions taught the people essential skills, including advanced stone masonry and architecture. Could these myths be echoes of a real, advanced society that predated the Inca Empire? Archaeological evidence adds weight to these legends. The Quilque culture, which inhabited the region from 900 to 1200 AD, constructed structures near Sacsayhuaman, hinting at their possible involvement in its early stages. The architectural style of the fortress differs significantly from typical Inca constructions, featuring megalithic stones with up to 12 angles, perfectly fitted together, a level of sophistication unseen in other Inca sites. The fortress's alignment with celestial events further deepens the enigma. During the winter solstice, the sun's rays align precisely with specific angles of the walls, coinciding with Inti Raymi, the festival of the sun. This suggests that Sacsayhuaman was not merely a military stronghold, but also served ceremonial and astronomical purposes. The expansive open spaces and strategically placed structures may have functioned as observatories where priests and astronomers monitored celestial movements, integrating their observations into agricultural planning and religious ceremonies. Yet, one of the most baffling aspects remains. How were these enormous stones quarried, transported and assembled with such precision? The Inca did not have the wheel or draft animals capable of moving such weights. Some theories suggest they used ropes, levers, and sheer manpower, but these explanations often fall short of accounting for the site's complexity and the sophistication of its construction techniques. Intriguing features like scoop-like marks on the stones, bulging faces, and mysterious protrusions known as nubs add to the puzzle. These characteristics are not only unique, but also consistent across other megalithic sites worldwide, hinting at a possible connection or shared knowledge among ancient civilizations. The scoop marks suggest advanced tools or methods of stone softening, while the bulging stones and nubs may have served structural or symbolic purposes yet to be fully understood. Scientific investigations have proposed various theories. Some suggest the stones are geopolymers, an ancient form of concrete poured into molds. In 2012, a team of Russian geophysicists analyzed the limestone and found anomalies that support this idea. They hypothesized that the limestone was crushed, heated in extensive bonfires, and then molded into shape. However, questions remain. If the stones were molded, why create such massive blocks? And how did these materials withstand earthquakes that toppled newer constructions? Geological studies offer another perspective. The nearby Rodadero Formation, known for historical volcanic activity, may have subjected the limestone to intense heat, causing recrystallization. This could explain the stone's durability and precise fit, but it raises new questions. What technology could ancient builders have used to harness such heat, and how did they apply it so effectively? As we explore these possibilities, we must consider the legends of the Viracochas. Could these stories be more than myth? Did an advanced civilization, perhaps with knowledge of manipulating stone at a molecular level, pass down their techniques to the Inca? The reverence the Inca had for Sacsayhuaman suggests they viewed it as part of a sacred heritage, possibly inherited from their predecessors. Spanish chroniclers noted that even the Inca spoke of the fortress as a legacy from a time before their own. Standing before the towering walls of Sacsayhuaman, one can't help but feel a connection to a distant past, a past where the lines between myth and reality blur. The fortress challenges us to rethink our understanding of history and the capabilities of ancient societies. The architectural anomalies, combined with astronomical alignments and unexplained construction techniques, suggest that Sacsayhuaman is more than a mere relic of Inca ingenuity. If you liked this video, then you're going to love our next adventure. Prepare to be amazed. Deep in the jungles of Cambodia, archaeologists made a stunning discovery. Using LiDAR technology, they uncovered a gigantic prehistoric structure, Angkor Wat, a sprawling temple complex. But Angkor Wat is just the beginning. LiDAR scans revealed a vast network of ancient cities and temples, built by a lost civilization predating the Khmer Empire. These structures challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient capabilities. Join us as we explore the breathtaking ruins of Angkor Wat with its intricate carvings and hidden chambers. We'll uncover the mysteries surrounding its construction and astronomical alignments. Prepare to be amazed as we unravel the secrets of this ancient civilization and their incredible technology. In 2013, deep in the Shoria Mountains of southern Siberia, explorers stumbled upon a site that defied explanation. Massive stone blocks, some over 3,000 tons, arranged in formations that suggested human design. This was the beginning of the mystery of the Gornaya Shoria megaliths, a discovery that could challenge everything we know about ancient history. The expedition, led by Georgy Sidorov, ventured into a region that had remained hidden during the Soviet era. Rising 3,600 feet above sea level, The Gornaya Shoria site held enormous stone structures, stacked with surprising precision. Upon arrival, the team encountered granite blocks with flat surfaces and sharp angles, some towering over 140 feet high, forming what appeared to be a colossal wall stretching over 700 feet. Each block measured around 65 feet in length and stood between 16 to 23 feet tall, dimensions that dwarfed Stonehenge and the pyramids of Egypt. But one question remained: how could such immense stones have been carved, moved, and placed in this remote landscape? Sidorov's notes speculated that the site might date back 100,000 years, pushing the timeline of human construction into uncharted territory. This hypothesis remains speculative, but if accurate, it suggests an advanced civilization that vanished, leaving only these stones behind. The Gornaya Shoria megaliths resemble other ancient structures, like the Baalbek stones in Lebanon or the Sacsayhuaman walls in Peru, sites that have puzzled archaeologists for decades. Yet Gornaya Shoria stands apart due to the immense size of its stones and its remote location, suggesting a level of engineering far beyond what ancient humans are believed to have achieved. Adding to the mystery were circular holes and signs of melting on some stones, as if exposed to intense heat. Sidorov speculated about ancient rock fusion techniques, or even a thermonuclear event, ideas that remain controversial. What could cause such damage? Was it a natural disaster, or some unknown ancient technology? Or, as some suggest, could it be the aftermath of a cataclysmic event that destroyed whatever once stood here? The mystery deepened when the researchers' compasses malfunctioned near the stones. Sidorov suggested a negative geomagnetic field, possibly a remnant of an ancient energy source. Similar geomagnetic disturbances have been seen at other ancient sites, prompting theories that ancient people understood how to harness natural forces in ways we have yet to rediscover. But the harsh Siberian climate cut the expedition short, forcing the researchers to leave before they could find definitive answers. Yet, the clues they gathered hint at a mystery that could rewrite our understanding of ancient civilizations. If these megaliths were built by humans, they suggest a forgotten chapter of history, one with skills and knowledge beyond what we have recorded. If humans built these structures, how did they survive in such a harsh environment? And why settle in the Shoria Mountains, where winters bring deadly cold? During the last ice age, around 20,000 years ago, much of the northern hemisphere was buried under ice. Yet Siberia's mammoth steppe, a cold grassland, offered refuge. Woolly mammoths and other large animals roamed, providing resources for survival. Evidence shows that humans adapted to this land. Stone tools, ivory weapons, and the remains of hunters have been found, suggesting that people thrived here earlier than previously thought, some dating back 30,000 years, nearly twice as old as the earliest known human sites in the Americas. Could the builders of Gornaya Shoria have found a haven in this challenging environment? Gornaya Shoria invites comparisons to other mysterious sites, like Baalbek's 1,000-ton stone blocks or the precisely fitted walls of Sacsayhuaman in the Andes. These places share a common question. How did ancient peoples move and shape such massive stones without modern technology? Unlike those sites, Gornaya Shoria is far from known trade routes or civilizations, adding to the puzzle. Could similar knowledge have spread across ancient cultures, even separated by vast distances? Such theories have led to speculation about a pre-flood civilization, a society that may have existed before a cataclysm reshaped the Earth. Stories of lost civilizations, from Plato's Atlantis to the Great Flood, align with this idea. Could the Shoria megaliths be remnants of a society that thrived long before recorded history, only to be wiped away by disaster? The massive stones and their precise arrangement suggest the work of ancient builders, perhaps echoing their knowledge through similar sites around the world. Despite these theories, official research has been limited. Russian authorities classify the site as a natural formation, suggesting geological processes shaped the blocks. But without thorough archaeological investigation, this conclusion remains uncertain. Observers note the sharp angles and regular arrangement, making a natural explanation seem less likely. Could wind and water alone shape such structures, or do they reveal the mark of ancient craftsmanship? A link between Gornaya Shoria's stones and other megalithic sites, like the underwater ruins off Japan or the terraces of Pumapunku in Bolivia. The scale and precision of these sites hint that ancient builders might have shared architectural knowledge despite being separated by oceans. Could an ancient network have connected these cultures, leaving behind a global puzzle? Beyond the academic debate, Gornaya Shoria inspires more speculative ideas. What if these stones were not just the remnants of an ancient civilization, but designed with a purpose we don't yet understand? Could they have functioned as an energy center, tapping into geomagnetic forces? Some theorists point to the circular holes and signs of melting as evidence of ancient technology, perhaps a form of energy manipulation or a defensive mechanism that led to the site's destruction. These theories remain controversial but echo ancient legends, stories of cities destroyed by fire from the sky, of civilizations lost in sudden cataclysms. Tales like the sinking of Atlantis or the fall of Sodom and Gomorrah resonate with the stones of Gornaya Shoria. Could these myths hold a hidden truth about the structures beneath the Siberian wilderness? For now, the Gornaya Shoria megaliths remain an enigma, caught between myth and reality, nature and human design. Until more research is done, the truth remains buried in Siberia's frozen landscape. But if these megaliths were crafted by human hands, they could reshape our understanding of ancient history, challenging our beliefs about early human capabilities. As the sun sets over the Shoria Mountains, the megaliths stand as a silent mystery, questioning everything we know about human ingenuity. Are they remnants of a lost civilization or the result of nature's forces? Until more evidence emerges, Gornaya Shoria continues to invite speculation and wonder. On a quiet September day in 1969, in the secluded Siberian village of Zhavchik, miners descended into the earth as they did every day, unaware that they were about to unearth a mystery that would baffle scientists and ignite imaginations for decades to come. At a depth of 230 feet, amidst the relentless clanging of pickaxes against coal, a miner struck something unusual, a hollow sound that stood out against the solid resistance they were accustomed to. What could possibly lie hidden so deep beneath the Earth's surface? Intrigued, the miners cleared away the debris, revealing a fissure in the wall that seemed to open into a hidden chamber. With a mix of trepidation and excitement, they broke through the wall, their lamps casting eerie shadows into the darkness beyond. Inside, they stood in awe before a sight that seemed plucked from legend. A massive marble sarcophagus, exquisitely designed, measuring about 8.5 feet long and 3 feet high. Who could have crafted such a monument, and why was it buried so deeply? The head of the mining district, Alexander Masaligin, was swiftly notified. Recognizing the potential significance of the find, he informed the authorities, setting in motion a chain of events that would lead to widespread speculation and secrecy. As the sarcophagus was carefully extracted from its ancient resting place, the miners' imaginations ran wild. Could it contain priceless treasures, or perhaps relics from a bygone era? Yet, a nagging thought lingered among them. Would the authorities seize their discovery without offering any explanations or rewards? Driven by curiosity and a sense of injustice, they decided to open the sarcophagus themselves. What they found inside defied all expectations and raised more questions than answers. Instead of gold or jewels, they discovered the remarkably preserved body of a young woman, appearing to be between 25 and 30 years old. Her long, wavy dark brown hair cascaded down to her waist, and she wore a white, translucent dress made of a material unknown to them. Immersed in a mysterious pink liquid, she looked as if she were merely asleep. Beside her head rested a small black metal box, unfamiliar in design. Could this box hold the key to her identity or purpose? The woman's skin was astonishingly smooth and pale, whiter than any they had ever seen, even more so than someone with albinism. Her lifelike appearance was mesmerizing. She seemed healthier and more vibrant than the miners themselves. Who was this mysterious woman, and how had her body remained so perfectly preserved? Word of the discovery spread rapidly, and villagers flocked to see the enigmatic Tizul princess, named after the district. Among the onlookers, a young man, perhaps emboldened by the crowd, dipped his finger into the pink liquid and tasted it. It was odorless and tasteless, but the consequences were dire. Within a week, his mental state deteriorated. He became disoriented, unable to recognize his own home, and tragically froze to death in the harsh Siberian winter. Was this a warning of the dangers lurking within the ancient sarcophagus? Soon, high-ranking officials, police, military personnel, and agents believed to be from the Secret Service arrived, sealing off the area. They warned of potential infectious hazards, but their actions suggested there was more at stake. Attempts to airlift the sarcophagus failed due to its weight. Deciding to drain the pink liquid into containers to lighten it, they witnessed something astonishing. As the liquid was removed, the woman's skin rapidly darkened, losing its lifelike appearance. Did the liquid possess extraordinary preservation properties? The sarcophagus and its contents were transported to a facility for scientific analysis. Weeks later, a professor visited Nyahuaca to discuss the find. He revealed that standard dating methods were insufficient. The materials did not conform to known parameters. Advanced techniques suggested an age of approximately 800 million years, a figure that shattered existing understanding of human history and evolution. How could such an artifact exist from a time long before complex life was believed to have emerged on Earth? The implications were staggering. If accurate, this discovery challenged the very foundations of science, suggesting the existence of a civilization with advanced technology in Earth's distant past. Alternatively, could this be evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? The woman's unusually pale skin hinted at origins from a place with less sunlight. As news of the Tizul princess began to spread, authorities moved swiftly to suppress it. Newspapers were confiscated, and those who spoke out faced repercussions. The story faded from public view, silenced by the powers that be. It wasn't until years later, following political changes that loosened restrictions, that the tale resurfaced in local media. Yet the mystery only deepened. A memorial plaque now stands near Nyahuaca, commemorating the discovery. It speaks of the beautiful young woman found in a marble sarcophagus, buried hundreds of millions of years ago. Eyewitnesses from the village have come forward, reaffirming the authenticity of the event. But with each new revelation, more questions arise. Speculation abounds. Some believe the Tizul princess was part of an ancient civilization lost to time, her preservation a testament to technologies we have yet to comprehend. Others suggest an extraterrestrial origin, her existence evidence of visitors from beyond our world. Without concrete evidence, the truth remains elusive.